My experience with community engagement started in middle school under the influence of my older sister. Gosh, I wanted to be just like her, so when I heard she joined Builders Club, I also wanted to join Builders Club, where I would volunteer in events chosen by the club. Whether it was distributing carnations during Valentine's Day or ringing bells during the holidays for the Salvation Army, I always seemed to enjoy myself. I started to attach volunteering to fun and something to do with my friends, not really understanding the greater purpose of my actions just yet. As I transitioned into high school, I knew I wanted to continue volunteering within my community, so I joined Key Club. Key Club opened the doors to opportunities I never heard of and presented to me the power of community engagement. During my freshman year through junior year of high school, I would participate in any and every volunteer opportunity. Most events were behind the scenes and one-time events, but I still felt like I was making a difference because I was volunteering. It was not until the summer of junior year, heading into my senior year, that everything changed. The COVID-19 pandemic stripped away my sense of community and some sense of myself. After months of lockdown, I saw a peak of sunshine after months of pouring rain. The first time the lockdown was lifted, I did not miss a beat. I remember opening my computer and searching for volunteer opportunities in my city. Before I knew it, I was volunteering almost every day of the week, every week for the whole summer. The organizations included Meals on Wheels, Feeding Our Community Partners, Holy Grounds Breakfast Ministry, and the American Red Cross. After a revitalizing yet draining summer, I reflected back on how different I felt from these opportunities than from previous ones, and realized this time that I could actually see the impact I had on the individuals within my community. I was able to identify the appreciation of a meal, the relief of a full cart of groceries from a family, and the motivations of community engagement from other volunteers, which altered my perception of community service.
That summer, I experienced a mindset shift of how I wanted to continue my community engagement. Ambitions driven from fun and scholar changed to passion and enthusiasm for interpersonal relationships and healthcare in college. That is when I joined the Hennepin Healthcare Research Internship, Planned Parenthood, Children's Minnesota, the Aliveness Project, among others. I wanted to push myself to see healthcare from a different lens, like the prevalence of homelessness, drug abuse, and varied family dynamics to gain a vital perspective before I entered my profession in healthcare. As I was navigating these new communities, I stumbled upon the Community Engagement Scholars Program. CESP gave me the opportunity to explore social issues beyond what I have explored in my past, with continued support from my peers and advisors. My senior year, I decided to join their Leaders Board as the Vice President, where I had the voice to share and curate events around community engagement in the hopes that students would feel called to engage with the social issues that matter to them. For example, through CESP, I did my integrative community engagement project with Children's Minnesota. I noticed after 2 years of working with them in their inpatient float pool that there was a neglected divide between the nurses and the volunteers, whether that was utilizing our skills or not understanding what volunteers can and cannot do. Therefore, I decided to survey almost 50 nurses, gathering information about the frequency they use volunteer services, what they knew about us, and if they had any questions. I then took this data and created a condensed badge info card that can be distributed to nurses and volunteer staff in the hopes that it will be a helpful tool that can also be integrated in the St. Paul campus. As I wrap up my senior year, I reflect back on all of the volunteer experiences I have been a part of and recognize how much insight they have all shown me about myself, my inner circle, and society. I learned how to build meaningful connections with others in my community through empathy, collaboration, and reminding myself that real change takes all of us. Additionally, I recognized how community involvement pushed me to further develop valuable skills such as leadership, communication, and problem solving that will extend far beyond the service itself. Community engagement will always serve as a consistency in my life, whether it comes in the form of healthcare days devoted to youth interested in medicine that come from marginalized communities, or self-interests like Habitat for Humanity. Overall, I hope I can continue to share that passion for care to many others in the future.